as my model here today for a hamstring strapping. We're using the rib tape. It's a therapeutical tape. It's like a kinesio tape, but it's impregnated with magic concoction to create vascular dilation, to improve blood supply, to help injury recover. Thank you. That's one, yes? Second one, we're going to treat the biceps femoris muscle. We're just picking the hamstring muscle for today. We're going to get into a bit of science about it, why we're doing it. Stars with. People will strap, they won't strap origin insertion, they won't strap what loads the muscle, what deloads the muscle, and that's why sometimes we use the terminology loading and deloading. I'm picking the biceps femoris as the area that's injured. We're going to strap from the ischium tuberosity, we're going to strap right down. Now, my love of strapping with the insertional point of the biceps femoris, there's 2 points. You have your biceps femoris and you have your short head. Your short head interconnects with your fibrillaris, which comes straight down under your lateral malleoli to your 5th met anterior. The biceps femoris long head inserts with the soleus muscle. So it's important to create an activity, and also I interact with the sciatic nerve because it helps muscles from wasting if it's supported, if the trauma is only new. If it's an old injury and we're just treating it for recovery, we trap it differently, but that's the secret of why we're doing this taping. We have pre-cut tape, we have done pre-cut tape, so we're taking the biceps femoris short head into the equation for demo reasons today. For the biceps femoris, we're going to do the short head first. So there's an interconnection here. So roughly we start the tape procedure here, and we will end the tape at the condyle. And then the fibrillaris starts adjacent to that, and it comes down past this joint, and the insertion point is here. Okay? You just start at 30, pull to about 75%, and we just internally rotate. We just come past the condyle and we intertwine with fibrillaris. And by just rubbing the tape, we're activating the glue, which is activating the herbs, which creates healing. We go from there. We go from here. Right across again, just 30%. It's very important to unload fibrillaris because when you go into an action, it will activate the short head of the biceps femoris and cause an irritation. So we come down like so. To the bone here, like that. We just come right across to here. And that is my success to helping the short head of the biceps femoris in recovery. We have unloaded the fibrillaris to help the biceps femoris short head recover. And with a bit of activation, she's ready to go. We're going to now strap the biceps femoris, which is a hamstring area. We're going to strap it in 2 phases, one as an injury and one for recovery. We're starting at the ischium tuberosity and we're going to go right down to the lateral aspect of the condyle here, okay? So what we're going to do is get my magic pen and we're going to start right here with the X, that's where we start, and X here is where we finish, okay? In the biceps femoris short head, we started here at this X, and we finished at this X. Okay, we're going to strap an injury. Okay, so we're now just using this lady, we're just putting back here to keep her dignity. And we're now just going to ask her now very gently to just hold her foot in that position. So now she's engaging the muscle, and we just go from here to start with a nice easy stretch, and then we put it to about 75%. Just bring it right in, right in, right in. A lot of taping techniques are just people are taping muscle, they're not taping origin to insertion. When we go here, we've now started at the X and we've covered at the X here. Then when we go back into extension, we have the support where you just rub the tape to activate the glue, and the herbs, which creates heat to the area, which improves vascular dilation, which helps recovery. We've also now going to use our smaller pre-cut tapes. We're going to presume, and we're just picking a point for the study purposes of today, that the belly of the biceps femoris is injured. Semimembranosus, semitendinosus isn't injured. A lot of strapping constricts all the movement of good function, which I don't agree with. So for demonstration points, we've just picked the middle of the belly of the muscle. So now we're going to use small pre-cut tape to give an extra little bit of support to the area of the injury, and we're just going to do what we call a little bit of fan star-shaped movements. Very lightly, pull tightly over the area of injury, and very likely to finish and activate. That's one, that's two, and this is the third one for extra support. All multicolours, just to show you the process of what we're doing. So origin, insertion, belly of muscle where the tear is, extra support, vascular dilation, healing, support and recovery. Thank you.